Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Ndo. I'm a CAT and IT educator, and today we'll be focusing on question 6, which is HTML for the grade 12 web design. So we'll be covering all these things. Without wasting any time, let's get down to the main business. I don't want to be saying welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh no, subscribe. Come on, you just have to pass, and then that will be as a form of payment to me. So if you pass with a distinction, just update me, and then that's whereby you will be repaying me for this. So you don't have to subscribe as a form of payment, no, but if you want to, you can. So 6.1, and I'm not going to read all these instructions, just make sure that you read them whenever you are completing your exams. And also make sure that you go to the HTML text sheet. This is very important. Learners tend to just forget that they have the HTML text sheet. They think they just have to remember all these tags, but no, in the exam they will always provide you with this. And this is the web page that we'll be editing. So it's 6_1 start. This is a past exam paper or previous exam paper for the grade 12s. The first one says insert your examination number as a comment in the web page. So right here we just have to insert our examination number. So you always make sure that you do this in the exam, because this was for the final exam paper. There's a final exam paper. So how do you insert a comment? You can check on your HTML text sheet. I won't be referring to it because I know all this and I don't want to waste any time. So you can just pause the video and then check your HTML tag just to be sure. So in this case, I'm just going to add the comment on the other hand. These also are comments, so you can type them down, or just make sure that you copy this if they're there, and then you just change here. You add your examination number. For example, that's just an example, but in this case I'll just type in my name, Mr. Ndo. This is Mr. Ndo. And then now let's go to 6.1.2. Learners tend to ask me, why do you like your surname so much, this and that. No, there's a very special surname. It means elephant for those who don't know, but that's a story for another day. I'll outline why I'm always proud and always outlining to people, but that's a story for another day, not for today. Today we focus on the main content for you guys to get distinctions. So 6.1.2, insert the image 6_1 GIF gift. Okay, this gift, that this was that file type. So this can be confusing to some people. They can end up saying 6_1.gif, and then because they're just moving too fast or not paying too much attention. So such things that are just there to just confuse you or trick you. So we must insert the image so that it appears as in the example on the previous page. Which image is that? They're talking about this image, so it must be here. So we go back to our HTML tag, Notepad++, and then right there for 6.1.2 we'll just say IMG. And if you notice, I'm not even referring to the HTML tag on my side, but this tag is there. This is the tag that we use to insert all this. So it is there on the tag sheet. Just refer to it. I always refer to it when I'm with my learners for tutoring. When I'm tutoring them, I just make sure that I have time for them. I'm that patient. But in this case, I'll just cover all these things, guys. Remember, you are not paying me, nah? I'm just kidding. Don't take it too hard. Let's say gift.png, and then let's save and see what happens. Let's refresh on this side. There we go. We have the image right there. That's what they wanted. Let's go to 6.1.3 without wasting any time. Our questions. Format the table as follows. Set the space between the text and the cells to 15 points. Okay. Edit the columns and the list to appear as in the example on the previous page. Okay. Yeah, we can see that. Okay. Let's see on the other. Oh, a lot of mistakes. Even this must move. But let's sort that one out. Nothing can challenge us. So let's sort it out. So in this case, on your tag sheet, let me just refer to this one because it can be a bit tricky to learners. On the tag sheet, you can just look for what we call cell padding. So now we have cell spacing and cell padding. So in my class, most of the learners were like, yes, it's cell spacing, it's cell spacing. But remember, for that one, they said what? It's between we're spacing, sets the space between a cell border and its contents. But in the question or the instructions, they said set the space between the text and the cell. So between the text, which is the context, and the cells. So that one will be cell padding, not cell spacing. Cell padding. So just make sure that you don't confuse the two. Always read your HTML text. So now here what I'm going to do is to say inside this table of mine, right here next to the border, I'll just say space and I'll say cell padding equals to, and then I outline the 15 that they want, and then I'll save. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if it will give us the correct thing or whatever we did is nonsense. That's what we want. Now it just did the cell padding. Now we have to fix this. Remember they said we must just observe the table that is there to make sure that it looks exactly like the one on the picture. Here we don't have this there on the image. It's not there. So we must make sure that we correct it. How do we go about it? Let's go back. Now in this case we must look for something that is called row span. Now the row span, you'll find it on your HTML tag sheet. I won't refer to it. I only refer to those that do the tutoring sessions, all those things. In this case, come on guys, I'm sure it also takes a lot of time, or maybe some of you are using data and it's getting depleted, all those things. So let me just move fast. So in this case, inside our TD, you can also check the TDs there, all those TRs there, TH there, all those things, they are there. So in this case, inside that TD, I'll then say row span equals to what? You see, now I'm leaving it like that. Equals to what? Let's refer to it. Now this table has 1, 2, 3 rows. Let's say 3. Let's say 3. Save and then refresh on the other side. Ooh, perfect. There we go. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. And then now what else is missing there? Let's refer back to our table. Oh, we can see that there are bullets right there, and on our side it's, oh, this is the numbered one, ordered list. Okay, so we must change this. We must fix all this. So this side is going to we're going to have to change the type here, which is OL. So this is an ordered list. We must change this to a what? To a UL. UL. Why UL? Check on your text sheet. Simple as that. But those that I teach, for sure they know why we are doing the UL. Those that I teach, they know. If you don't know, then me and you will have a problem, a serious one. A serious one. So those that I teach, oh, Then we have this, but something is missing, and I'm sure my learners, the ones that are watching this, they know by now that something is missing here. If you are one of my learners and you don't know this, you don't know what is missing here, you can't see what is missing here, then me and you will have a very, very, very serious problem, because we did all this and you guys were doing it for me as a form of reinforcement, and everyone participated in that class. So now we can see that the thing that is missing here, it's the these bullets are not fully circled. If you can check on the question paper, if you have a physical one, you will see also that no man, the ones that we have right here, they are full, so they are shaded, but the ones that are there, they're just circles. We just have to edit that one also. So this one is very simple. On this style that is there, you just have to say it's a type. After saying the type must be circle, then you just now I'm opening the wrong thing. You just refresh. And you will see that it changes right there. That is all. That is what they wanted. Nothing difficult, nothing challenging, ladies and gentlemen. And then what else is there? Let's go back to the question. I think we covered all those things that they needed. We made sure with the rose pen, we made sure with the cell padding, we made sure with the UL, changing it, changing OL to UL for this. The type also, to make sure that they are empty inside those circles. So we are fine for 6.1.3. 6.1.4, insert text on the image 6 underscore button that links to the URL at the bottom of the web page. So okay, so it links to the URL. Oh, this one. Okay, so on our side, oh, they made nonsense here. So there's, okay, let's fix it. Come on, we're too smart for this. That is 6.1.4. oh, it's already there. Now here on this side, we'll say a href. What if you check on your text sheet, you will see that this is for what? For the link. So we are saying a href. Check the text sheet. I'm not just typing these things from our head. And we will then say what is missing here. Let's see. We included the href at the end right there. We can just close. Let's close for now. So we have this, and then let's open this side, okay, and say closing tag a. Let's look at it and see if everything is in order here. What could be missing? I think we have everything under control. Let's just confirm, because sometimes you might find that the 6_1 button is not PNG. So let's just confirm in this case. Let's see. It's PNG, so it is fine. Let's just try it out. Refresh. Ooh, let's see what happens when we click on it. Let's see, still loading. Oh, there we go. Then we are sorted right there. Everything is in order. Perfect. They like to say perfecto. So we got it right, ladies and gentlemen, for question 6.1. That is it. And then now we just have to move to 6.1.2. Let's move without wasting any time. 6.2. This is 6.2. Are we done with 6.1? So now it's 6.2. So we have to edit this. We have to work on this. Wow. Where are the instructions? No, okay, let's read. We are opening the 6_mass file, okay. And now modify the existing HTML code so that your final web page displays like the example below. These ones are kind of tricky because you have to observe and analyze whatever you are given. That are not, we don't have proper or enough explanations here or instructions. They are not explaining anything. They are not giving proper instructions. We just have to analyze or observe this by ourselves. But I trust my learners, those that are tutor, those that I teach. I trust you guys. I know you can conquer this. I know it's nothing to us. So let's just make sure that we open it. Which one are we opening? The said it must be the what? The 6 underscore mass. It's this one. So we just have to make sure that we also open it in our notepad plus plus. There we go. This is what we'll be working is okay. This is what we'll be working on. So we just have to make sure. Let's observe it again. If we can check this, we'll see that this text is white. When we refer to this text is white, but when we refer to, let me remove whatever we did. This one, we're done with it. When we refer to this, we can see that it is black. So we just have to be cautious of such things, because I remember one of my learners, some of my learners were like, but how will we see, because the paper is black and white? So you just make sure that you add it. That was a valid one. I ended up saying that can be a bit tricky right there, but you just have to observe. You can see that the background is kind of white there, and then the text is dark, so it's black. And this was something else, because with the line also, I'll outline when we deal with this line here, because if you check, we don't have a line here. Let's see what else is missing here. The text at the bottom right, there's in italics, this text. Okay. Okay, let's sort it out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not waste any time. So in this case, we'll say the body here, we have the text which is white. Let's just change it to black. We are changing it to black. See what happens. Let's see. Oh, okay. And then now we must just make sure, let's refer to it. The text is now black, 1 mark for us. Let's make sure that we have this horizontal line. How do we add a horizontal line, and where do we add it? Let's check horizontal line. Where can we find it? Oh, I think this should be the horizontal line. Okay, this paragraph mass is, let's just check. Mass is, let's check this side. Mass is, so under that paragraph right there, we have the horizontal line. So we are on the right track. So right here, we just have to add our HR for horizontal line. Just HR, and at the end right there, we just have to ensure that we insert that closing tag, the slash for the closing tag, for closing it. So let's refresh it. But now we got it. Let's see if it's okay. It's there. It is there. But now this color here, we can see that on this in this case also, it's what, it's dark, it's black. So this is what the learners were also saying in my learners in my class. They were like, no, but now are we going to lose a mark if we leave the line like that? If it's like this, then we're not going to penalize you guys. I think this paper was not properly set, man. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to have set this question paper, but should have outlined to the learners, because some of them would end up losing or wasting a lot of time trying to figure out, should I make it red, should I leave it like this, should I make it black? So you can leave it like this. You are not going to lose any marks here, or you can just change it. You see where it says color, it's red right there. You can just change it to black, but this was not necessary. You didn't have to do this. So it can also be like that. And then let's observe another thing. The other thing that we indicated was the italics. Let's just go to it. This is the paragraph that we must edit. We must make sure that it's in italics, and as you can see, it's a long paragraph. But now I'll just click here to make sure that I viewed this and wrap the text. See, wrap text. So it's already set. So let's see, wrap text. If it's not wrapped, you just have to make sure that you wrap the text so that you can see the end of it. If, for example, it was like this, you just have to make sure that you wrap the text. And then now right there in front, I'll say opening tag for my italics, and the end right there, I will say closing tag for my italics. Let's close, save, and then refresh on the other hand. And as you can see, you have your italics right there. So there, for that, all those you get your 3 marks. This was very simple, and if you face such questions in the exam, please just excel in that. Make sure that you grab all those marks. HTML is the easiest, the simplest. These are just free marks. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful session, and see you guys next time. Prop.